I have no neutral thoughts. Neutral thoughts are impossible because all thoughts have power. They will either make a false world or lead me to the real one. But thoughts cannot be without effects. That's the point. There is no such thing as an idle thought. As the world I see arises from my thinking errors, so will the real world arise before my eyes as I let my errors be corrected. My thoughts cannot be neither true nor false. There must be one or the other. What I see shows me which they are. Your thoughts, cannot be neutral. They're either going to be true, as in they're from the, from the oneness, or false. In other words, they, stem from the illusion of separation. Now, your thoughts are always going to be one or the other of those two. And what you then see and experience in life is going to show you where those what the source of those thoughts were. The idea for today, and by the way, if we could just go back to that idea, what we just said, that there are no neutral thoughts. All thoughts have power. Please recognize this as part of your creative, this is where you come from. You're a child of the Creator. By nature, you think. That's your normal nature. And by nature, that thought creates. That's the normal nature. That's how powerful you are. The only thing you cannot do is create the Creator and undo the Creator's reality. So even though your thoughts create, they're not going to mess with the reality, that integrity. They're simply going to pop you into an illusion. Okay? The idea for today is a beginning step in dispelling the belief that your thoughts have no effect. Everything you see is the result of your thoughts. There is no exception to this fact. No exceptions. Thoughts are not big or little, powerful or weak. They are merely true or false. All thoughts are the same size, so you can knock out the idea of size. And all thoughts have the same creative power. Well, what that means is, that needs to be corrected a little bit. All thoughts are creative. There is no such thing as a thought that is not creative. All of them are creative. Yeah. Of course, that just leaves us to one thing, that the only difference between one thought or the other is it true or is it false? Those that are created, those that are true create their own likeness. Those that are false make theirs. So true thoughts create reality. False thoughts make illusions. There is no more self-contradictory concept than that of idle thoughts. What gives rise to the perception of a whole world can hardly be called idle. Every thought you have contributes to truth or to illusion. Either it extends the truth or it multiplies illusions. You can indeed multiply nothing, but you will not extend it by doing so. Wow, that's a very deep statement. That is a very, very deep statement. Okay? So basically, just forget about the idea of an idle thought. There is no such thing. Yeah? No such thing. You can actually, every thought creates, and even if it's illusion, it can create a whole world of illusion. Yeah? So, that's an important point to keep in mind. Besides you recognizing that thoughts are never idle, salvation requires that you also recognize that every thought you have brings either peace or war, either love or fear. We've already covered this. Yeah? Either true or false, peace or war, love or fear. A neutral thought is impossible because a neutral thought is impossible. A neutral result is impossible because a neutral thought is impossible. There is such a temptation to dismiss fear thoughts as unimportant, trivial, and not worth bothering about. But the idea is to realize that it's essential that you recognize them as equally destructive but equally unreal. Yeah. So please don't be a bystander. Don't let your mind go wild thinking, thoughts based on fear and illusion, and just saying, oh well, it doesn't matter, they don't really mean anything. There is no such thing. All your thoughts are creating and extending or multiplying that illusion or extending the reality. So even if you're tempted, don't dismiss fear thoughts as unimportant. Yeah? You need to understand that they are all equally destructive. Even the tiny little fearful thought is equally destructive. But also realize it's equally unreal. Okay? So we're going to practice this idea many times and in many forms until we can completely understand it later. So thank you very much. This is David. Thank you for your time. The exercise for today is down below this video. Thank you.